Hi, I'm Rich with DLPlamps.com. Today I'm going to show you how to change out an XL2400 lamp. And the first thing you want to do is take the gloves out of the package that you were sent and put them on. You don't want to touch the lamp with your bare hands. You don't want the fingerprints on them. It can also cause an overheat situation if the fingerprints are on the lamp and it runs that way. Here's some of the tools you're going to want handy when you start the project. You're going to want either a Phillips screwdriver or a power screwdriver with a Phillips head on it, small pliers if you have it, and a 7mm nut driver if you have it. You can do this without those exact tools, but you will need some sort of a Phillips and some sort of a pliers assembly to get this done. Take the lamp out of the box. It's in a protective styrofoam. Set that to the side and be ready to use it. You're going to take the housing, which is removed from the set just using the little lever on the back. And there's 3 screws you need to take out. The 2 on the sides that hold the little arms in place. And then just remove that down, let it just drop to the bottom. And there's 1 screw that's right underneath the plug area. Once you get those 3 screws out, that housing will pop right apart and you'll have that. This one's fairly simple. You're just going to take off the corner bracket that has a small flange, and then the lamp itself will pop out. You're going to be okay. And the lamp will pop out. It's going to have the harness attached to it. You're going to need to reuse this harness. So just carefully unscrew the one connection in the bracket. It's got a small screw in it. It's a Phillips head. The nut that holds the other connection is actually a 7mm nut. You can use a nut driver if you have it. If not, you could use a small pliers. The old lamp, just set aside. It's got mercury in it, so we'll recycle that later. Carefully take out the new lamp, and you're going to insert it in such a way that it mimics the way the old one was in. So you're going to carefully put the one corner in, being very cautious of the front filament. It sticks out on this one. There's no glass like most lamps. It's actually got an exposed filament, so be very careful with that. Again, put the clip in. When you're in right, it should look like that. You're going to have the connections up towards this front edge that had the plug in it. Now take that little corner bracket, put it back in place. And then take the screw that was holding that in place and just carefully put it back in and snug it down. The lamp should now be in place so that it's locked in. Take the harness, you just insert it into the slot that it was at, and it is keyed. One side is wider than the other, so it'll only go in one way. And then the 2 connections will be just remade how you took them off, and just put them back together. Now the ceramic post, I should say that the post is embedded into, is fragile. You want to have a small pliers on that post and then carefully tighten down the nut. Don't put any undue strain on that. You could actually bust that post out, and if that happens, the lamp is ruined. The other connection will go back into the little side bracket, snug it down. When you're done, it should look like that, and you're ready to reassemble. Got 2 little notches at the bottom of this one. You're going to line them up. So the notches go there. When it's done on the top, it should look like this. The plug's kind of held in place. Now that one long screw is going to go back in the top. It'll actually do 2 things. It holds the casing together. It also holds that plug in place. The two arms you're just going to carefully bring up and align them again. Take the screws that you had removed earlier and just snug them down. When you're done putting those two screws back together, just make sure that that spring is still activating. If it should be very tight and doesn't want to move well, just loosen those screws slightly. Once you've installed the lamp back into your set, you're going to want to reset the lamp timer. Most Sonys will use this procedure. You're going to go into the menu settings, and then go into the lamp settings, and then you will be able to reset the timer back to 0 so that your set recognizes that you've got a brand new lamp in it.